Hello. Well, today is Sunday, and I did a road trip to Rimrock today. Wanted to go up, wanted to see it. It's been a long time since I've been there. I've got to first tell you, the place was crowded. A lot of people going to Rimrock. Families, people from New York State. I saw all different kinds of license plates, bikers, all kinds of different people going with their families to enjoy Rimrock. I saw people picnicking. It seemed to be pretty active. I was surprised. Uh, Thankfully, there was a group of volunteers that came in there and cleaned all the paths and made it nice for visitors to come. Uh, the Allegheny National Forest apparently didn't have the people or the time or the money or whatever to take care of any kind of recreational facility on this forest. But the volunteers did do that. Now, I've got to tell you, while I was there, I saw a couple of different things that I found very interesting. They were displaying a car that ran on vegetable oil, and then they were displaying hydrogen fuel. And that was kind of interesting to see. While I was there was a group of volunteers handing out flyers um, about the drilling that is proposed for that area, 160 plus wells. They were just simply handing these flyers out. They weren't being intrusive to anyone. People were stopping at the table, and they weren't like running after people to take information. People were stopping and interested. And I heard a lot of people that were just devastated when they heard that this might be drilled. They were talking about generational use. I was here when I was a kid. I was here with my dad. I've been here for 20, 30, 40 years. And what do you mean they're going to drill this? The interesting part is that um, there was a Ford, it was an Explorer, a black Ford Explorer, I believe, pull up there by the table, and there was a very irate man and a younger man, and then an older gentleman and an older woman in the back that just gave hell to the guy who was handing out papers. Threatened him, before he left. He said if you live that long, and threatened him, how dare you come here and give this information out. This is my bread and butter. I own the rights to this oil, and how dare you come. How would you like someone to throw sticks and stones on your livelihood? And he was very irate. He sat in that Ford, and he was just as irate. His voice was quivering, and the guy that was handing out the literature was very nice to him and said, well, we feel that, this devastate this area and people need to know about it and they can take whatever action they want. We're hoping they write their congressman, senator, whatever. And this guy would not give it up. He was just totally outrageously. I would have told the guy to get screwed. I wanted to, and I wanted to video it. But then I don't know where the laws are there, and I really don't need any more trouble. But this guy wouldn't identify himself. The guy that was giving out the paper said, my name is such and such, what's your name? And he would not identify himself. He just was just outrageous and threatening. And I think it was terrible the way he behaved. And that Rimrock is a very important area for tourism. It's very important to us. We don't have very many things left on this forest when it comes to tourism because the forestry does not make that a priority. I did some taping while I was there, so I'm going to show you some of that now. But I'm asking you all to please write your senator, your federal senator, write the forestry. Do give your opinion on whether you want that place tore up, because that's what's going to happen.